I should say. And the message was, we are your gods. And that's the only thing that we could actually derive from the alien itself.
We have another open line here, taking some calls.
Yeah, you have a question?
Um,
And what's your name?
well, if this is getting out tonight, this is not going to be top secret very much longer. Oh, we do have a caller. Hello, caller?
Yeah, what is this all about?
Wow, you must have tuned in a little late here. This was an extraterrestrial craft that crashed on the Olympic Peninsula. We lost that caller.
Yeah, he was way off. Open line? We have an open line.
I think now would be a good time to probably show another segment of the film, since we have about, we have quite a bit of time of the autopsy to show. So let's roll some more.
Sure, let's go ahead. Let's show some more. Okay, we have time for a few more callers. I do believe we have a good question on the phone right now. Would you like to go ahead?
Hi.
Hi there.
I was flipping through, and I was wondering, where was this event filmed?
This autopsy was filmed at the Bangor Naval Air Station over on the Olympic Peninsula of Washington State.
Why were Navy officers cutting off a mannequin's skull?
That was an extraterrestrial being.
It was an autopsy.
And it was an autopsy being performed on the beam.
Like an alien mannequin?
No, it wasn't not a mannequin. It had a mannequin-like appearance strictly due to the rigor mortis that had set into the body.
It was pretty stiff when they found it, I hear.
Were the ears pointed?
The ears were not pointed, to my knowledge.
And can you say why it was filmed like with looks like infrared?
That was a result of radiation damage to the film.
Huh. And so, now, you're in the Navy, or you were, or?
I am in the Navy, yes.
And what is your capacity as far as?
I really can't divulge that information. My life is in danger for even making this film available.
Okay. How many people? Okay.
Thanks a lot. Okay, we have an open line here. One open line in Seattle. We've got a few more minutes left. Looking for some good questions to pose to us, pose to our guest. We do have one. Okay. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, how come they're using a hacksaw to cut off the mannequin's head instead of a diaper saw that you normally use to open up someone's cranium there?
That's a good question. It does resemble a hacksaw, I do agree. Where this autopsy was performed had to be kept even secret from the remainder of the military base itself. So available tools in that particular room were not of, a lot of them were not of surgical standard. So we used what could be found.
Oh, so they used an X-Acto knife.
Yeah, but whatever could be found was used for this autopsy, but it was done by doctors.
I see. Well, that was a pretty good mannequin show there.
Oh, sir, it was not a mannequin. It was real.
Next caller, please. We have a couple more minutes left for some more calls. We've got a call coming in here. As far as the autopsy was concerned, it was very long. We're just showing just small portions of the film.
Yes, the actual autopsy ran approximately 2.5 hours. This was just the first part of it, and I have made available just a short portion of that.
We have another caller. Caller, could you tell us your name and where you're calling from?
Hi, I'm calling from Kent.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Hi, I'm calling from Kent.
Kent, Washington,
Kent,
go ahead.
Yeah, and, well, my question was actually the same kind of question as the last guy's, a hacksaw and cutting the thing's head off. And the stomach looked like paper. I mean, it just doesn't look really that real. I just don't understand quite the hype on it.
There's no hype on it, sir. The saw that was being used to open the cranial cavity on the extraterrestrial was a surgical saw. It just was not the type of surgical saw that you're used to seeing because the material it was cutting was completely different.
Right.
It was different in density. It was a whole different substance.
Well,
as far as the skin had been subjected to our atmosphere for over 24 hours when the autopsy was performed. It changed it drastically.
Well, it looks like they're pulling Jello out. You really don't get a real graphic impression of any type of an organ. It looks like what was pulled out of the skull was more of a beefsteak or something. It didn't really.
To tell you the truth, we did not find anything in the body cavity that resembled an organ as we know it.
Really?
That's correct.
Okay, so what did you learn from the autopsy?
What we learned from the autopsy is still being calculated. I cannot really release any of the information tonight as far as what we did learn. I can let you know what we didn't learn, which was quite a bit.
Well, what did you not learn? Okay, so you were there, you said.
I was present at the autopsy.
And were there genitals on this thing?
Pardon?
Are there genitals on this thing?
Yes, that will come along further in the autopsy film.
And the thing had 5 fingers and 5 toes.
Actually, it had 6 fingers.
6 fingers?
That's correct.
On both hands?
That's correct.
And in the ears?
It had ears.
Okay, what's the deal with the bigness of the ears? It looks like, I don't know, it almost looks like Princess Leia or something.
I think probably it could hear better with the big ears.
Okay, well, that's probably obvious, but it's just kind of funny. I guess that's about it, but I appreciate your time.
Yeah, I appreciate your call.
Thanks.
Okay, we're getting really close to the end of the show. Another 3 more minutes. Can we take another call, do you think?
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay, I'd better wrap this up. I'd like to thank our guest for risking his life and appearing on our show. I would also like to thank those of you who called in with questions. Keep watching. Our next show will be Haunted Cars of Bellevue, airing live on Saturday, May 4th at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for watching and keep an open mind.